Today, I want to talk about 15 micro habits that you can use to completely change your life. Hey there, loved ones. Welcome to Fully Loving Yourself. My name is Science Star J. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Now, if you are somebody like me, having a big goal or a big task can seem overwhelming. But what I've learned is that by breaking them down into many steps or many habits can help you to achieve your big goal. This is actually one of the concepts that they discuss in the book Atomic Habits. So today I want to talk about 15 micro habits that you can use to completely change your life if you're on a self-care journey. Now, life be lifing and things can get really overwhelming, and a lot of times we may feel like we don't have enough time for self-care. So hopefully these 15 tips will give you more of an inspiration and motivation to take time out for you. So my first tip is going to be taking a compassion pause. Now, what is a compassion pause? A compassion pause is when you stop and pause to give yourself words of encouragement and grace. If you're dealing with a hard task or you're dealing with a hard day or anything, you can get overwhelmed and start beating yourself up. But by being intentional, by taking that moment to just pause and say, "You're good, girl, you got this, you're going to get through it," it can help you to get through your day and get to the end of the day feeling better about the situation. Now, the second micro habit that I would like to suggest is something that I had to actually get into, and that is having like a basic skincare routine. In the morning to get your day started, at night to get yourself prepared for bed. Just having that 10 to 15 minutes to get yourself ready for the day or get yourself ready for the bed. Just taking that moment for you to just pour into your self-care and just having a moment to kind of breathe and debrief before you get your day started or before you head to bed. Now that it's getting warmer out, most of us are going to love micro habit number 3, and that is getting outside in nature and just going for a walk. So my job is in office. So what I'll do is on my lunch breaks, I will go for a walk outside. I'll walk down the street just to get that fresh air and be outside in nature. And I'll tend to like walk the scenic route so I can be around more trees and just hear the birds chirping, and I'll put my phone down and just take in the moment to just get that vitamin D, get my body moving, and just pour into myself. There is truly something magical about being outside in nature, around the trees, in the sun. It just makes you feel good. That's why we vacation, right? That's why we go to these tropical, beautiful places. But if you don't have the opportunity and time to do that, then you can just go for a nature walk. 10 to 15 minutes should do the trick. It could just boost your mood and give you more energy and just get you more motivated and inspired. And micro tip number 4 is something that I love to do because y'all know I am a tea girly. It's starting the day or just having a cup of tea throughout your day. Herbal tea time is one of my favorite parts of the day. Starting my day with a ginger and turmeric tea and ending my day with a chamomile tea. It's one of my favorite times of the day where I can just sit in the quiet and just enjoy my cup of tea to get me ready for the day or to get me ready for bed, especially for the girlies who have trouble sleeping. I love a good sleepy time tea. Okay, chamomile, lavender, all of those things. Even if you're somebody who prefers caffeine, they also have caffeinated teas as well, and I believe that those are better for you than coffee. So maybe you should consider making the switch, because I tend to feel like drinking a cup of tea it slows you down and it just relaxes you and it just makes you feel better, and it gives you that moment to kind of just take in the moment. And my 5th micro habit is taking time out of your day to be creative. Now, this is also something that we talked about in our How to Heal Your Feminine Energy video, is taking time out to do something creative to get you reconnected back to yourself, even if you're not a creative person. Get you a coloring book like we talked about in our self-care hobbies video. Coloring, painting, doing something creative. If you like doing content, that's something that I love to do. It's just making a day in a life video. That's my 10 to 15 minutes of creativity right there, messing around with the different fonts and filters and CapCut. Like, having a creative outlet is something that you can utilize daily to help you feel just better about yourself and your life, your day or week in general. Let me know in the comments below, what creative hobbies do you use to kind of decompress and get you through your day? Now, another thing that y'all know that I'm real big on is words of affirmation. And so I literally have sticky notes and quotes written on my mirror everywhere. And so that is micro habit number 6, is to have an affirmation mirror. For as long as I can remember, I've had a wall with sticky notes full of quotes and prayers and praise to myself to get me started throughout the day. Like, you're okay, you're safe, you're beautiful, your life is full of abundance, you deserve joy, you deserve pleasure, I'm gonna have a beautiful day today, good morning gorgeous. All of those things to get you started before your day begins, and also to get you through your day. Like, my water bottle has little affirmations on it, like, you go girl, you got this, keep going. Like, having those things to keep you motivated. Even the back of my phone case, it says smile. I always have little reminders throughout my day and just in my routine in general to keep me affirmed. So I challenge you for the next week, stand in your mirror and say something positive to yourself. And at the end of that week, let me know how you felt after you did that. Or just write it down. You ain't gotta let me know, but just recall how it made you feel after the day or after that week of you doing that. And micro habit number 7 is a digital detox hour. Now, I prefer to do this on my way home and when I get home, just taking that time to spend with my husband, decompressing after our days, asking each other, what made you smile today? You know, what was something that went well today? Because our days tend to get stressful and we just take that time to just be in each other's space. Taking that time to disconnect from your phone and decompress and not have all of these different ideas and thoughts and people's days and lives being thrown at you. Just decompressing your brain, whether that be after work, whether that be right before bed, whether that be right when you wake up, not reaching for your phone. Just taking that hour of time to yourself to engage in a different activity, reading a book or anything else other than being on your phone. So the 8th micro habit that I have is to start a gratitude jar, or where you can store your moments of gratitude that you can come back to at the end of the week and look at all of the things that you have to be grateful for. I don't know if I mentioned it in this video yet, but I do mention it a lot. My husband and I do ask each other at the end of each day, what is something that made you smile today? Because we both work heavily with people and customer service, and I work in human resources, and our days can get long and strenuous and stressful. And so taking that moment to sit with each other and to sit with ourselves and say, what is something that made you smile today? Like, with all the things that maybe went wrong, what is one thing that you can pinpoint that made you smile? Something that you're grateful for that happened today, or that you experienced today, or that you were able to witness today. So I challenge you all to think about something that makes you smile each day. I also ask my community this in my community tab. So if you are not subscribed to Fully Loving Yourself and haven't joined the loved ones community, please make sure that you do that, because I'm real active in that community tab. I'm always posting resources, videos, asking questions, and engaging. So definitely check us out. And micro habit number 9 is really good for those of you who deal with anxiety or just have stressful days, and that's to take a breath work break. Now, this is something that I have been working on and challenging myself on, because I have been told so many times throughout the course of my life that I didn't know how to breathe correctly. And on my healing journey, I actually learned that this was something that helped us to heal. A lot of us don't even realize that we're breathing incorrectly. When I was in massage therapy school and they told me, like, Sonia, you're not breathing correctly. You're not breathing from your diaphragm. You're not taking deep breaths and really allowing it to release. Like you're just holding your breath. You have to let it out. And that is an anxiety response. It's a trauma response. And so allowing ourselves to just take some time throughout the day to just like, okay, I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed. I'm getting overstimulated. Let me just pause and breathe and come back down. And I always come back down. And I felt that in my toes. Like I felt that release. And so sometimes that's just what we need, is to take a break to breathe. And I do that multiple times throughout my day just to bring me back to center and to ground myself. So make sure that you're breathing from here. Okay, just okay, bring it down, let it out. Make sure that you're breathing. So for my fragrance girls and those who just love beautiful smells, micro habit number 10 is essential oils. Using aromatherapy and essential oils throughout your day is a game changer. Because I don't know if y'all know, but there are different essential oils that can impact your mood. Like we use lavender to decompress, and jasmine is becoming one of my favorites. I have this candle that I got from Target that is white rose, ylang ylang, and jasmine, and it has my house smelling like a piece of cake. It smells so good in here, and I love having my environment smell good and smell peaceful. Now for the mornings, you could use something like a peppermint or a eucalyptus to get you energized and get your day going. I also like to use Epsom salts in my baths at the end of the day that have essential oils in them. So definitely play around with some essential oils and some different fragrances. I'm real particular about my candles because I don't like to burn soy blend candles, because soy is not good for a woman's reproductive health. So I've been on the hunt for different candle blends that don't have soy in them. So if you have any recommendations for where I can get candles or just smell good things that don't have any like added harmful toxins, please let me know, because I've only found this one brand. It's the Beloved brand from Target. Love that brand. It's vegan. It's a non-soy blend. And then there's another brand that I use, and I used the Yuka app, and it told me like this one was at a 64 out of 100. So we're trying to make sure that our home environments are as non-toxic as we can. That was a little tangent, but yeah, essential oils, candles, incense, things of that nature. I actually have a bracelet that I put essential oils on, and it lasts throughout the day, and it just smells really good. But I also wear perfume too, so definitely some smell goods that helps to brighten your day and just helps you to get through your day, and it stimulates your mind and your mood. So consider adding some essential oils to your daily regimen. Now, micro habit number 11 is something that's really important, especially if you sit a lot all day like I do, and that's getting up for stretch breaks. Now, I used to feel like I was gonna look weird for doing this at work, but I'll get up out of my seat and I'll start stretching and moving my body, because as you get older, your body gets stiffer, and you don't want to have like back problems and knee problems and body problems as you get older. So making sure that you're prioritizing getting up and stretching and going for like a little walk around the office to just keep those joints limber and just keep your muscle from getting super tight. Maybe once every hour you get up and you stretch. I know people who have those Apple Watches, it will remind you to like get up and stretch. But if you don't have an Apple Watch, just be mindful of moving your body. I know I can get up out of my seat and go find something else to do in the office just to get a few steps in and to just stretch my body, stretch my knees and my legs and my arms, and keep things moving. Now, prior to adulthood taking over, when I was in high school and college, I was a dancer. And when I became an adult, I got away from dance. And so now I utilize dance as a form of release and a form of therapy. It's a way for me to unleash my emotions and just move my body and have fun. And so that is micro habit tip number 12, is to use dance as therapy. Just turn on one of your favorite songs on the TV and just move. Twerk, twirl, ballet, modern, any style of dance that you love to do. Just allow your body to move. Just get up and start doing something, even if it looks silly, even if you don't have no rhythm. Just allow the music to impact you and just get you moving. It is such a, I don't even know the word to describe how I feel when I dance. I love dancing, and for a while I got away from it because I was just so stressed out from life, and I'm like, oh, I need to be in a studio in order to dance. Now I'm just turn on a song and start dancing in my living room, or dancing in my bedroom, or just, you know, dancing at the gym, or just on a walk, or anywhere. Like, I'm the type of person that will dance at the grocery store if I hear a good song. So just allow the music to move you and dance. So allowing dance to be a form of therapy. So if you are new to this channel, then you might not know that I have been sharing my journey of becoming a plant-based eater to heal my body from fibroids and a bunch of other diagnoses that I received. And on this journey, I have learned how to use food to heal my body. And so micro habit tip number 13 is intuitive eating. Learning how to use food to impact your day and your mood. Like, when I was working as a content strategist, my boss told me that she started her day by eating walnuts because walnuts are good for your brain. That is a very small habit that you can create for yourself that can make your days go way better and ultimately change your life and your health by adding in small things that you know are good for you throughout the day. Like how I start my day with my smoothies that are jam-packed with nutrients, full of things that are good for your brain, for your gut, for your womb. Creating that routine with the one thing that you do every single day, which is eating, is a perfect way to completely change your life and help you live a longer one as well. And micro habit number 14 is social connection. Now, we have the tendency to isolate a lot with the use of social media, with working all day. If you are in a role where you are talking to people a whole lot throughout the day, you might come home and not want to talk to anybody who cares about you or loves you. But it makes such a difference to get off of work where you're stressed out, to pick up the phone and call somebody and just talk to them and see how they're doing and check in with them and just shoot the shit and just vibe with them and laugh with them. It brings such a light to your day, and it can help to lift a lot of the weight off of your shoulders just by engaging in a healthy banter and healthy communication with somebody that you care about and get along with. I found that it has helped me with keeping healthy relationships and friendships and connections by checking in, just, you know, sending a text, hey, how you doing? Just checking on you, just want to let you know that you were on my mind. It's not easy to keep in touch with everybody that we love. Like, I know that that's one of the things that I wish I had more time for, was my friends and my family. But the one thing that we can do is to text somebody or call somebody when we're thinking about them. My mother-in-law says that all the time. She's like, you know, I'm getting older, so I make sure that when I'm thinking about somebody, I call them or I text them just to say like, hey, I love you, I'm thinking about you. So you never know what that could do for the other person, but also what that can do for you. And then my last micro habit is something that I actually learned from my husband. And I may have mentioned this before, and that is putting things back where they belong when you're done with them. Now, this is something that I struggled with for a long time until my husband brought it to my attention that I would just leave things sitting there when they have a home. This really helps with organizing, and it helps when you are about to deep clean or just clean your house. It leaves you with less to clean, because when you're done using something, by putting it back, in its rightful place, when you go back to clean the entire area, you have less to put away. If you're a makeup girly and you know that at the end of you doing your makeup, you have stuff scattered everywhere, when you're done doing your makeup, just put the things back in the bins where they belong so that you can have a clear desk and you don't have to worry about things being all over the place all of the time. And that also helps your mental health as well. So those are my 15 micro habits that you can use to completely change your life on your self-care journey. And if you ladies have any other micro habits or tips that you want to share with our community, please feel free to leave them in the comments, because I'm learning just as I'm sharing the things that I'm learning with you all on this journey. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, because it really helps me in the algorithm. I'm trying to build this community and attract more people who are like-minded and aligned with me. So thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.